So I am editing this video right now, and I didn't realize how ridiculous I looked by not looking in the camera screen. I'm either looking down, looking off, or looking at Shannon. And the reason why is because we just have a lot of children running around. We have our four youngest children running around. And I also had snacks in my lap. I had a little can of snacks, so the kids are coming to me and I'm feeding them, so I'm constantly looking down because I'm feeding the children, trying to get them to not hit the camera stand, and looking off in the distance to see what the kids are doing. I think I've said this before, but I really enjoy doing videos when my attention is not focused on the kids because I get really squirrel-brained, and you'll see that here. I'm very anxious, and my mind and my eyes are all over the place. Alright, well, enjoy the video. Bye! Hey guys, and welcome to Jay's Nest. Today I have Shannon from Rodgers Tribe.
Hi.
And we're doing a little collab video.
Yeah.
A little about Shannon. I've known her for years. Her and I have been friends for a very, very long time. We both come from the same cultural background. We're both Filipino, or half Filipino, even though I just look white.
That's something I've been watching a lot in the videos, like people talking about being half and half and how like you're not Asian enough to be Asian.
Exactly.
But you're not white enough to be white.
That's what I feel.
So you don't really belong to anything but each other. You belong to each other.
That sounds so weird. And Filipinos, they like to party, as in like karaoke and like big cookouts. Everybody throws in their own food. And so most weekends we'd spend with each other.
Moms would go and play cards like 7 p.m. on Friday and would not leave until like 7 p.m. on the Sunday. So
yeah,
we
they'd
would be
stay
there
up
for 3 days.
They stay up that whole time just playing, and we'd be karaokeing and playing outside. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's our history together as children. Now that we're older and we have children, we've connected through cloth diapers. So now we're just gonna sit and chat and just be moms and talk about cloth diapers. It's going to be really loud because there's like, how many kids? 4 kids under 4 here. So my first question for you, what is the grossest thing about cloth diapering?
Probably the poop. Like the diarrhea, or when it like, I was having some fitting issues. I thought it was a diaper issues, but it wasn't. And their poop was like going down the leg and stuff. That's gross, but that really happens in either one though.
Poop is gross for anybody.
Yeah, and when they're so like, yeah, just in general, poop is just gross.
Doesn't matter if you're an adult and pooping or a baby and pooping, disposable or cloth,
old,
underwear.
young.
Yeah, poop is.
Oh, earthquake.
So my next question for you is, how did you get started with cloth diapering?
When I was in college, I had a college instructor who had 6 kids, and her last 3 were in cloth diapers, and I nannied for her. So that's how I originally found out about them. And then shortly after, you started your channel, and then my friend also had a baby. So I guess around the same time you both started doing it, and I got even more into it. And at that time I was going through fertility treatments, and buying cloth diapers was like a retail therapy for me. Like, I didn't know when I was gonna get to be a mother, but I could be prepared for it. So I would buy, I mean, I had a ridiculous amount
Yeah, you had
of
a big
diapers
stash.
before I even had children, like 3 years before I even had a kid. But then when I went through my divorce, I sold them all because I didn't want to be that crazy girl back on the market with a whole freaking nursery in my house. Like,
This woman's poking holes in the condoms.
luckily I met Brandon, and he was like, don't get rid of that stuff, keep it, because eventually you'll have a kid and then you'll want that stuff back. So, but that was after I already sold my cloth stash.
I think it's really cool that, you know, your husband is really involved with the whole process.
Yeah, he does really like cloth. I feel like Chris was more pro diapers with the first one, but now that he's like 3 in,
that's very
a little
true.
different.
With Hazel is my 3rd child, but she's the first one to be cloth diapered.
Yeah.
He was so for it. Like, he was telling everybody about cloth diapers, trying to convert people. Now that we've cloth diapered our 3rd child together, which is altogether our 7th child, he's not feeling it. He's kind of over it at this point.
We'll see how Brandon evolves on our journey, but I'm hoping he stays on board.
So my question for you is, what is the worst cloth diaper advice you've ever been given?
Probably the whole mentality, like when I first started buying cloth diapers, so back 4 years ago, to buy all the diapers mentality. I wanted like all the exclusives, and I bought them. Like I bought Carol and Martin and like
Bum Genius
literally
diapers.
all the Bum Genius old ones that had been discontinued. I didn't pay $100 for one diaper.
Hey, don't push,
But
please.
I think I paid like $200 for 4, which is, that's crazy.
That is a lot.
So, yeah, just that mentality. You really don't need all the diapers.
So, actually, that is one of my... Oh, he has my hair in his mouth. Ew, don't eat it.
I shed like crazy. I'm sorry, baby. Oh, ew, ew, is it in his? Oh,
That was in his esophagus.
I'm so sorry, baby.
So that kind of leads into my next question. How did you get out of the buy all the diapers mentality?
Well, I just became poor.
Whatever.
After I sold all my diapers off and got remarried, when I got pregnant with Tristan, we just didn't have a lot of cash. Brandon had just switched jobs so that he could be in a better position to increase our time with Emma. He was making like $10 less an hour, and then I was working a lot of overtime, but still, like, we were just paying our bills. So when I started over my stash, I had to be really frugal with what I was buying and stuff like that. And then I just kind of don't look at prints.
That's good.
Because if I do, like, I will be
Yeah.
like,
I need that diaper. Yep.
I just stay away from it because I have what I need.
Plus, you got a husband that tells you that's ridiculous.
You how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
So what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Switch my microfibers out.
Yeah, that is...
They just suck. I mean, I'm not a fan personally. I guess there could be supporters of microfiber, but
Yeah.
I'm not one. I am trying to like find something though to do with all my microfibers.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
hard. Nobody wants
try
that shit.
But I have a shark, and I'm thinking maybe I could.
A shark?
So,
A steam
a
bath.
steam,
Oh.
a steam. It has these little things that go over it. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to make my fibers, make my microfibers into things to go over that.
There's so many kids here.
I know. It's gonna be hard to edit out all the crying. Did we finish that thought? I don't remember. I don't even remember what I asked. What did I ask? Do you remember?
The best advice.
Oh, the best
Just to
advice.
take your microfibers out and replace them with a natural fiber.
That has hair on it? That's gross.
He made a mess on his.
Are you gonna eat it?
Ew.
Ew, don't put it back in there. You're nasty. So what's the best part about the cloth diapering community?
I think the women in it are just really supportive of each other. I don't see like a lot of people attacking. I used to on the forums, and I stay off of them because of that. Really, just all mom groups.
Mom groups are
I
bad.
ex-nay them. They're just mean.
The cat poops in the litter and the cat pees in the cat litter.
That's really cool.
Women are a lot more harsh than men.
Oh yeah, men have it so laid back. There's no like groups for
Dads
first time
aren't like-
dad.
They're shitty dad. Oh my god, you put him in the car seat wrong.
I feel like the cloth diapering moms though are very supportive of each other
Oh, yeah.
and encouraging to each other's success, which I think is really important.
I think it's maybe contributed to the fact that our community is so small. I feel like as it's branched out, there are some like actual drama groups. I think we should be more like dads in some senses, like just chill out. Chill
I
out.
don't know.
If it's not affecting your kid, just chill out.
I feel like that's about to change. I really feel like with our generation, the ones below us, the cloth diapering is going to take off
I feel
more.
like Brandon
'cause
wants to
Oh,
be in
yeah.
this video too.
we're well, seriously, we're more to save the planet.
Guess what?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, our generation does care more.
There's like this weird awakening happening. Like I feel it even within myself to
Yeah.
like care more for the earth. I just woke up one day and I'm like,
Dang, like, I think I care about the earth today.
Okay, did we finish that question?
Yes.
I don't know. We just,
What was the question?
I don't know.
What I like about the cloth diapering community. Yeah, I did finish that. Okay. Topic question.
Do you have a
Oh,
question,
no.
Liz?
Here's a really good question for you guys.
Brandon's taking over.
Oh yeah, I'm.
Here, pop in, pop your face in. Say hi.
He's been answering in the background and having a whole conversation with us.
This
I was
is
like,
Brandon.
do you want in the video too?
So here's a good question for you. When you talk to people that don't cloth diaper or have never done it, what's the responses you generally get?
There's so much hate when it comes
Oh,
to people
absolutely.
who don't cloth diaper. And
Careful.
I don't understand this about moms in general. Like why you can't just support the other person. Usually I get like, that is so disgusting. There's just no way I could do it. And just hate. Like how do you wash them or how do you deal with that?
I think washing is the biggest thing. All of my best friends are like,
I don't know how you do that. That's so, poop is so gross. I'm
like,
Yeah.
dude, you poop. Like, you're dealing with poop in disposable diapers. Just because you're throwing it away doesn't mean it goes away. Like, you're still wiping the same exact poop. The same exact, it doesn't just magically change into something grosser in a cloth diaper. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same poop.
Yeah. Earthquake!
I would never tell a disposable mom
Like, you're killing the earth!
and like be hateful.
What's your favorite part and your least favorite part about doing cloth diapers over the traditional disposables?
I think my favorite part is definitely just being able to share with other people. I've been afforded this opportunity to have a platform where I can share and I can talk to sometimes thousands of people, which blows my mind. I never thought I could ever talk to just one person about cloth diapers, and now I get to share with thousands of people just this whole experience, and I think that is just really profound and it's very moving because I get to open up people's minds to a different way of living. I think the hardest part, for me at least, is just dealing with the poop because my toilet, the sprayer on it, isn't working because the water pressure sucks, so now I have to dunk and swish, which I said I would never do. And I would never cloth diaper without a diaper sprayer, and now I'm cloth diapering without a diaper sprayer.
I think the best part for me is saving money and Tristan's skin not being affected as much. Like, I know that he's not having those chemicals against his skin. The worst part is probably just finding time to do the washes and stuff like that, just because, you know, before Brandon stopped working a month ago, we were both working, and I always work at least 60 hours a week, and then I do diapers on top of them, so it's just kind of hard to find time.
So what is your favorite style of diaper and why?
I think everybody on Jay's channel knows what her
Yeah.
favorite diaper is. It's a pocket.
Yep.
I know that.
Love pockets and flats.
Yes,
Freaking
pockets with flat.
love flat diapers. Flat diapers 100% of the way.
Yeah, I like pockets. I just recently started getting more flats, but don't know a whole ton of them, like what kinds and things. So we use pre-folds too, but
Pre-fiber.
anything but a microfiber insert and a pocket, and I'm good.
What about you? What's your favorite?
The pockets.
Pockets.
Pockets for sure, but why is that your favorite?
Because they're easier to spray the poop off of.
Yeah. Not.
That's why it's your favorite,
Like,
right?
yeah, that's definitely
Oh,
why
yeah.
it's my favorite.
And now that I have to dunk and swish, like, definitely pockets because I have to put my hand in poop. Like,
Yeah.
pockets all the way.
Since you guys have both done disposable and cloth, and everybody's
I've never
biggest
done
fear,
disposable.
I mean, we've done a little bit on Tristan, but not like, you know, and everybody's biggest fear is getting their hands in poop or spraying poop. Do you guys even foresee a difference in what you do? Do you get poop on your hands more or any less changing the diapers?
Get more poop spillage in a disposable for sure.
Absolutely.
It always comes up the back.
Yeah.
If Tristan has poop spillage in a cloth, because we were having that issue, it's because Brandon changed his diaper and he didn't make the legs tight enough.
So you're saying that even though you spray them out, you get less poop on your hands with the disposable compared to the cloth?
Well, yeah, but we have a sprayer.
I think poop definitely does spill out of disposables way easier, but I've slipped my hand in poop no matter what.
What you're using.
Yeah, because I don't know how to use my hands. I'm always getting poop on my hands. But yeah, I definitely get way more like poop explosions through disposables. Sometimes Scarlett refuses cloth. Sometimes she Sometimes she refuses disposables, and I definitely notice way more poop spillage in disposables and have to deal with like poop on her legs, on the couch, on my pants, just.
Do you notice any difference in the skin and the way that the child's skin looks between disposable and cloth?
You had a lot of problems with Carter, right?
Oh yeah, my second child, his name's Carter, he's 7 years old. He would get bleeding, blistering rashes from disposables, like bad. Like I didn't know about cloth back then and I wish I would have, but he bled so bad in disposables. It was so hard to find something that didn't make him bleed. And it makes you feel like a really bad parent when your child is suffering and in pain like that. But also Hazel and Scarlett, if they're in disposables for too long, we would buy ones from Aldi's because they're like dirt cheap, like really, really cheap. But they smell like gasoline or something. Like there's some weird chemicals in the Aldi's disposables, and after a few diaper changes, that would make him bleed.
Tristan, it breaks out. His skin's super sensitive, and he actually had a lot of allergies when he was first born. Tristan had really sensitive skin, so he had eczema, and that opened him to having food allergies. I guess there's new studies that show like if your skin is broken out like that, then you're being introduced food in a negative way instead of through the gastrointestinal tract, which is how you're supposed to be introduced foods, so you create reactions to it. There's studies on that, which is what I think his problem was. He had really bad skin when he was first born, and he was really sensitive. He still is really sensitive to things, so when he's in a cloth, he just does better with the natural fibers against his skin than having a disposable against his skin.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Hi Tribe, we're here today with Jay's Nest. Oh god.
Oh!
It's
Oh
really
my
hard to
God.
explain.
Here, pronounce this.
Kvik lunge.
Norwegian for quick lunch.